Have you ever met someone who isn't loud, isn't flashy, doesn't try to prove anything, but somehow everything they say just lands? They don't rush, they don't panic, they don't pretend to know everything, and yet you can feel it. This person thinks differently. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. High intelligence doesn't look like perfect grades, big words, or being the smartest in the room. It shows up quietly, in habits, in choices, in the way someone handles everyday life. Today, I want to share the habits that often reveal high intelligence, not the textbook kind, but the kind that actually helps you navigate real life. You might already be doing some of these without even realizing it. Habit 1. They're comfortable saying, "I don't know." This one surprises a lot of people. Highly intelligent people are not obsessed with looking smart. They're obsessed with being accurate. So when they don't know something, they say it. "I'm not sure. I need to think about that. I don't have enough information yet." That takes confidence. Most people talk just to fill silence. Smart people pause because they value clarity over ego. In real life, this shows up at work, in relationships, even in arguments. Instead of reacting immediately, they step back. They don't fake certainty. They wait for understanding. And that habit alone saves them from a lot of bad decisions.
Habit 2. They ask better questions, not louder opinions. You can tell a lot about someone by the questions they ask. Highly intelligent people don't just want to talk, they want to understand. So instead of saying, "Here's what I think," they ask, "Why do you think that? What made you come to that conclusion? What's the downside I'm missing?" This habit shows up when learning something new, dealing with people, or even questioning their own beliefs. They're curious, not defensive. And curiosity keeps them growing, even when others feel stuck. Habit 3. They can be alone without feeling empty. This one is powerful. Highly intelligent people are usually comfortable with solitude. Not because they dislike people, but because their mind doesn't need constant noise to feel alive. They can sit with their thoughts. They can reflect. They can notice patterns in their own behavior. This is where real self-awareness comes from. A lot of people avoid being alone because silence brings up uncomfortable feelings. But intelligent people use silence as a tool. They think, they process, they reset. That's why they often understand themselves better than most.
Habit 4. They change their mind when new information appears. This habit separates growth from stagnation. Highly intelligent people don't marry their opinions. If new evidence shows up, they adjust. No drama, no identity crisis, no need to win. They understand that changing your mind isn't weakness, it's refinement. In everyday life, this might look like admitting you were wrong in an argument, or realizing a goal no longer fits who you're becoming, or letting go of advice that no longer works. Smart people evolve, because reality evolves. Habit 5. They think long-term even when it's uncomfortable. Here's where intelligence becomes visible in actions. Highly intelligent people are willing to be uncomfortable now to protect their future. They delay gratification. They don't always choose what feels good in the moment. They choose what reduces regret later. That might mean doing the work when motivation is low, saying no to distractions, resting before burnout hits, walking away from people or habits that drain them. They understand consequences, and that awareness shapes everything they do. Habit 6. They're emotionally aware, not emotionally reactive. High intelligence isn't just logical, it's emotional. Smart people feel emotions deeply, but they don't let emotions run the show. When they feel triggered, they pause. When they feel overwhelmed, they name it. When they feel angry, they ask why before acting. This doesn't mean they're calm all the time. It means they take responsibility for their inner world. That habit improves relationships, decision-making, and mental health all at once. Habit 7. They notice patterns others ignore. Highly intelligent people are pattern seekers. They notice how certain habits lead to burnout, how specific people drain their energy, how procrastination often hides fear, how repeating mistakes usually share the same root cause. They don't just react to events, they look for causes. That's why they often grow faster. They learn from systems, not just moments. Habit 8. They don't need to prove their intelligence. This is the quietest habit and the strongest. Truly intelligent people don't argue just to feel superior. They don't correct everyone. They don't compete in every conversation. They choose their battles. They know that being right is less important than being effective, kind, or at peace. Confidence doesn't shout, it settles. High intelligence often looks like saying, "I don't know," asking thoughtful questions, being comfortable alone, changing your mind with new information, thinking long-term, managing emotions instead of being ruled by them, noticing patterns, and not needing to prove anything. None of these require talent. They require awareness. And the good news? Every single one of these habits can be practiced. Here's what I want you to do tonight. Pick one habit from this list, just one. Notice it, practice it, play with it. Growth doesn't happen through pressure. It happens through small, intentional shifts. You're not behind. You're not lacking. You're learning. And if this video helped you think a little differently, stick around. We're improving together, one habit at a time.